Hi, Luna. I think there might be a couple more seconds of ads. I tried to beat Twitch to the punch and run them before it started, and it looks like it doubled them up. Which I don't get what the point of the button is. Okay, in theory, ads are done. Hi, Luna. I tried to beat Twitch to the punch by running ads, and then it looks like it ran them anyway. So I don't know what the point of giving me a button to run ads is if it's going to run them anyway itself. Anyhow, welcome. We're back on the friend server, and we're going to be working on the beach a little bit today. Yesterday afternoon, we were here and we did a bunch of raids, and we got ourselves some totems. And we still have a bunch of bad omens left, which, let me get those out and put them away. We did a bunch of raids, only had a couple death loops, so that's a positive. For this today, though, I need probably more sand than I think, and some stone. Because what we're going to do first is... Actually, wait, I need... birch and... crafting table. How am I sounding, by the way? My microphone, when I turned on my computer today, my mic was like in a weird place as far as its like settings for gain and all. So I'm hoping I'm sounding okay. Okay, good, because there's probably some noise from the fan that I have running, but it's on low. But the way my mic was set this morning was like, it was picking up the fan at like my normal talking level. And my software shows that I'm talking at a good level now. And if I shut up, the only noise in the room is the fan, and it's like really low now on my microphone input. All right. Let's sleep. And then we're going to do the sloping part of this today. We're going to come out a little ways, probably not super far here, because this is supposed to be the fish processing plant in Marina over here. So this can probably just go out a little ways and then drop. But around the bend here, I want to make it more of a gradual slope, like if you were actually going to go out and wade into the water. I'm hoping that birch should look okay. I'm hoping that underwater birch looks perfectly fine for like adding some like texture and all. Now that I have totems, I want to go try to get Swift Sneak. That might be a thing this weekend. I know tomorrow I am going to be on ISV because I want to take part in bingo in the morning, and I want to, or I don't have to do it, but I want to do community week stuff so I get a mod coin. Let's step down here a little bit. This needs to come out. Right here we can come that. Wait, no, this needs to go down a level. I gotta remember I'm putting sand on top of this. Alright, so it needs to be at this level. Thought there was a dolphin around because I started moving real fast. I still have Hero of the Village left over from yesterday because I basically finished doing the raids and then signed right off. How are you this morning, Luna? Besides, you know, obviously not sleeping, I assume, since you're actually, you know, awake and catching a stream. I myself am actually kind of tired. It was warm again last night, but it wasn't too bad. The fan seemed to be enough last night, and it's supposed to start raining at 3 a.m. So hopefully, I didn't check. I'm guessing it might still be raining. Oof, toothaches are no fun. I'm actually looking into possibly doing a ping tuber for my streams. A friend suggested it, and I spent some time yesterday looking into software. And I found software that works for a Mac. The only problem is Meld does not support the what is it called? The stream output type that the software does. So I'm waiting for Meld to add support to it, or figuring something else out. I don't actually have like a design for a ping tuber either. My friend suggested having her wife design something, but I'm like, I want to pay for that, and I'm not in a position to spend some extra money right now. Otherwise, I would. But that's on the to try list. PingTube. I'm definitely not going to do a VTube one. I don't have a. Actually, don't have a webcam for this. For my desktop. What is the program called? It is VideoTube Mini. It on PC it puts it out in something called Sprout, which Meld can pick up, but on Mac it's something called Siphon, which they don't have support for in Meld yet. I can do it as a browser source, but it doesn't work right. It doesn't add the transparency and stuff because it thinks it's loading a website. I could switch to OBS, I think, and have it work right away, but I don't really want to switch to OBS. I've just gotten Meld set up to the way I like it, and it's so much easier to deal with the audio stuff in Meld. looking okay? I think it's fine here. Yeah, like with Meld, it's just super easy for me to add stuff. Um, Let me make a chest. Like my scenes are literally for my game one. It's just literally Minecraft and then a Twitch alert browser source, and then the other scenes are literally just videos and the Twitch alerts source. And I don't have to do any kind of weird jumping around to get my music to be captured or my microphone. With OBS on Mac, it did not want to. Um, it didn't really have like a game capture for Mac, and I was always worried it would like catch something else, like it would never find the game correctly, and it would just be like, okay, well you were playing Minecraft, but here let's show Discord instead. And it's just because it doesn't support the same full screen thing on Mac, or at least it didn't last time I checked it, which has been a while. Let's see. Not going to worry about this right now until I figure out the actual like fish processing and everything. Cause I probably in marina, because I'm gonna have to build out a dock to for them to park at to unload fish. So this will probably come out. So it's just deep water here. I think it can be more like a more director. Not direct. What's the word? More abrupt drop off. I'm hoping I have enough sand to do everything, because when I get to the end, I want to just drop sand off the edge. We have to watch out for kelp. Anything else that's going to break sand. But I think with my ping tuber, when I get to that, I'm going to basically do something with my Minecraft skin. Maybe by that time I will have the money to pay my friend to do some drawings. Because she's talented. And I would like to have her do it. But I also can't ask her to do it unless I have money, because I have to pay her. There's no world I don't pay her for it. Does it make sense for it to be sand all the way down? What's it like over here where it actually drops off? It switches to gravel and stuff, but it looks better, I think, with the sand. Yeah, that's a mood. Yeah, I'm working on my website, and I'm for some reason taking forever with it, and it's because I'm super picky, which is why whenever I need a website for my business or myself or anything, I just don't like, I'm super picky with it because usually clients aren't super picky with stuff. But one of the things I'm doing is I want to do a block bench section since I've been getting into block bench stuff. And I don't know if I'll ever do commissions and all, but I want to set myself up to the opportunity, I guess. You talking about the MC Skins website? Because last time I tried to look there, because I thought I had the same thought, it wasn't working. It was down. It's like the website's just gone. Because it was really good. I mean, it had all the options for poses. Yeah, if you can find it and want to just send it to me in Discord, because I know the Twitch settings aren't going to let you post a link. Yes, please. Yeah, see, I'm getting a page can't be opened when I try to go there. That's the one I was thinking of. Though, let me open Chrome real quick and see. Maybe it's just a Safari issue. I didn't check that. Nope. It can't make a secure connection. I don't know if their SSL certificates just expired or... Yeah. Okay, maybe it's a browser issue I can look into. Might be a setting on my browser or something that's causing an issue, or just my maybe my cache needs to be cleared to solve an issue. Maybe it was briefly down or something, and then it's just been cached and won't unset. I'll try it after stream and see. If not, I'll just download Opera GX, I guess, and try it. Yeah, it usually does, and I didn't see it, so I'm wondering if it's a cache thing, because I've probably been to it on both browsers. And if it's cached, it's not going to show the, if it was down in cache, it's not going to show the continue anyway, because it's not actually trying to pull up the site, it's trying to pull up the cache version. Kelp, I knew you'd be a problem eventually. I didn't think it'd be this quick. Yeah, okay. I'll reset my cache and see. I probably called it a bad time, like their SSL certificate was renewing or something, and they hadn't applied the new one or something. Hello, Some Strange Stone. How are you? We're working on making the beach on one of the servers I play on actually decent looking. This area is right next to a fish processing plant, or future fish processing plant in Marina. So I figure it can be a little deeper and a little more abrupt drop off. Thank you. Why is that? Oh, because it's not filled in. Okay, now I need to start actually coming out further, because this is more of the houses here, which are the brown wool. The people there, I want them to be able to like wade out a little bit and then have it drop. So for here, I need to... Oh, sand. Thank you. Hey, Aster, how are you? Yeah, I'm kind of tired too. I actually slept decent, but I woke up at like 2 o'clock, and I don't know why. I went to bed. I went to bed late. I went to bed at midnight and then didn't fall asleep. I was scrolling TikTok and found that it was suddenly 1:45. Fell asleep. Woke up at 2:15. It's like, okay. I thought it was later than that. I thought it was gonna be time to get up. Nope, it's 2:15. I'm like, okay. Eyes closed, brain shut up and go back to bed. Then my alarm went off at 5:45. I'm like, okay, I could use some more sleep, but I'm getting up because if I don't get up now, I'll be late to stream. I want to get this beach done, and that's all there is to it. I need to get up and do stuff. We're playing on my server with friends. No one is online, despite the fact that it is 11:30 and 12:30 respectively for them. None of them are online, as usual. So it's very lonely. But yesterday I added this beach. Let me see if I can turn on Distant Horizons without it crashing. There we go. I added the beach all the way down to that point there, and then that's natural Minecraft generation. And let me turn this off before I'll move or something, it'll decide it'll crash. I'm now stepping it out so that it's more of a like actual beach you can walk out. Over here is where I'm going to be building a fish processing plant and fish market and marina. So it's going to be a little deeper, but I'm working my way out to have it so that the Minecraft, like a Minecraft character could walk out here. Place. And then you can walk down a bit and then it will drop. Because I want this coastal village to have I don't want to like cover too much of the ocean. I almost said river because I'm used to hermits covering rivers. I'm covering part of the ocean, but I'm adding a beach. Not, going from one land point to another land point. Yeah, very big job. I'm actually surprised. I got it done in one 3-hour stream. And I was fully expecting to have to spend multiple days on it. And then yesterday afternoon, my big platform here that's going to be a floating city and sea monster attacking it. I did a bunch of raids, so I have totems now. And I have a bunch of potions left, so I can always do more raids. Discovered that raids on normal difficulty, which the server is apparently set to, not that bad. Like, I only got into 2 death loops, and that was more because my ping started acting up. It's like, oh, you're enjoying fighting all these pillagers and all. Okay, how about your ping go from a nice like double-digit low 100s to 3,000? Then it started hurting. Though something about raids I don't know if it's all raids or just because it's on normal. the Johnnies and stuff, well, I guess they aren't Johnnies, they were just Vindicators. They don't, like, target the player. They were really going for my villager. Like, when they got close to him, they were like, okay, now we can fight. But, like, they were just running away from me most of the time. I got to use my spear, which was useful. Though it didn't do as much damage to Ravagers as I thought. And I still have my sharpness sword. I need to switch that back to my smite sword because I run into more like skeletons and stuff than anything else. And then I also decided after talking to my friend, I want to, all this mangrove, I kind of need to, like all this mangrove, I want to take a bunch of it out so my village can be kind of big. I want to use this mountain, so I probably need to come to like here. But what I want to do is build a big mountain behind it. Legion! Thank you for the follow. How are you well, you're in the UK, so how's your afternoon going? It's just early afternoon, I know, but wait, no, it's not even afternoon. It's like 11:30. I literally just went over times. How's your morning been? And are you going to be streaming from ISV later? Because I will be rating you if so. Oh, yeah, finish words. I want to do a mountain that'll probably run from say here all the way around to this mountain and then go backwards. And I probably will just be like a facade that covers this so that you can't see all the mangrove I don't deal with. But I want it to very much be like, can I see it from here with this? Yeah. My friend's mountain way off in the distance is stone and it's a snow-capped mountain. I want to do probably either just a warm mountain, probably no snow on it, or like a volcano. So you'll have big mountain in the background here, then the village with the pier and stuff here. I'll probably end up moving my industrial stuff somewhere, maybe behind the mountain since it'll be covered. And then over there will be a floating city that's being attacked by a sea monster. So there'll be a lot of stuff going on here in this like area from here. And then where is... Okay, that's where the farm is, so I don't have to worry about it. There's a guardian ocean temple, ocean monument. So I don't have to worry about interfering with farms. But yeah, I think it'll be it's gonna be a big project, but I think it's gonna be a very fun project. Let's step down a little more abruptly now, but still come out. Yeah, let me get my smite sword while I'm thinking about it, because drowned are usually one hit. And let me get my shovel back out. I forgot I put that away yesterday. Oh, but what was I was saying, before I got rambling about my plans and beach and everything. Last night, I woke up at 2 something after staying up too long watching TikTok. Which, honestly, TikTok has been really good. It's been showing me clips from the charity event. And it's showing me all the music room ones. And on Gem Stream, we didn't get the music room like often at all, because Gem was pretty much in most things. I can take that out. So I saw Ollie doing covers of stuff, and uh, like I saw him sing Hallelujah and stuff. I'm like, Ollie can sing. All the Hermits and Friends seem to be like talented in music or singing, at least everyone who participated in the music room. And I kind of wish I'd seen more of the, yeah, Jem was on, it seemed like every time we went to main feed, it was because Jem was going to go participate in something, and then the main feed would switch over to it. But I saw them do Wonderwall. I think I've seen them do Mr. Brightside. I actually saw them do Closing Time on the first day because that's how they ended the day for the mainstream. But I need to go watch Ollie's VOD. I assume he's got his VOD up. I've seen people say it. Let's get up here and breathe. Yeah, I saw them. I've seen a lot of Jono stuff recently. I was seeing it before the charity stream. It's like TikTok's like, here, this is going to be relevant soon, so watch this. But I'm going to probably put on Ollie's stream VOD this morning after I finish stream and watch it for a bit and see what I missed. Yeah, that's the only problem. That whistling. And it's really a problem for other people when it comes to me, because every time someone brings up something like someone asked if Work was on ISV as a music disc, and I said, I don't think so. I don't think it's one of the ones that's on there. Or the Please Hold music, I guess, technically. Which, I think the Please Hold music is just for some reason I think it's just a version of Work that's changed up without lyrics. I remember something being said. I haven't looked into that to make sure it was right, but the every time someone brings up the Please Hold music, I'm like, okay, but is it the whistling version you're hearing in your head now? Okay, a Bossa Nova remix of Work. Okay, so I'm right. I couldn't remember what the genre was. But my goal is anytime someone brings up Please Hold, I'm going to ask if they hear the whistling. Because most of the time they're going to say yes. I thought I was going to be a band kid, and then I learned that I don't really want to do band. My band kid experience was, oh, we can take band in middle school. Let's pick an instrument. Well, none of the instruments sounded fun, and somehow I ended up with saxophone, and that didn't last long enough for me to even buy a saxophone. And I'm kind of okay with that, because I don't really want to play saxophone, but I need to get into music. I have a guitar, but have not, sat down and actually learned it. And I've had that guitar going on 3 years. One of my goals is to learn to play it, and I don't want to ever make music as far as I know, but I want to learn to play guitar at least enough that it's, you know, not the cliche of just knowing Wonderwall. See, trombone seems like too much work for me. Too much movement. I was saxophone. I don't ask me which one because I don't know. It's whatever they'll let a middle schooler play. And IX was doing clarinet. Neither of us stuck with it. I just feel like it's a lot of arm movement. I've got a nice, not super fancy guitar or anything. It's like it's a good intro learner guitar. It's a acoustic electric Ibanez that is currently sitting in its box. Oh, okay, so it's not like a super large arm movement to do it. I mean, trombone does look fun. Like, all instruments look fun to me. It's just like, what am I going to actually learn and do? I would love to learn to play piano. But, one, I don't have room for a piano. And two, I think I'd go insane if I had a piano teacher that was like anything you see in TV or movies. You have the ukulele you need to really learn to play. Yeah. I think the other thing I'd want to learn other than piano is violin, but I know violin is a pain to learn from just what people have said. I don't know. Guitar, piano, and violin would be my choice if I had to. If someone said, hey, you have to learn this instrument for whatever reason, or you have to learn 3 instruments, pick them. It would be those 3. Yeah, actually, color guard looks a lot like a lot of fun. I think my mom and aunts did color guard when they were in school. I don't know that I have the coordination to do tosses and stuff. I'd probably whack myself in the face. Or someone else. Kelp, no one wants you. Okay, I need to go out further on this. I don't know, I find myself thinking about things I should have done in middle and high school. Not really like... Luna, can you explain color guard? Because I will do a bad job explaining it. Like, I don't really have regrets from middle and high school, other than I wish I had done more stuff, a bit more social. But I had social anxiety, and I also had undiagnosed ADHD. So my focus was not a thing. Plus, I live in a rural area and have lived in this area basically not all my life because I moved for college and was away from here for several years before coming back. But it's a rural area, and they were not particularly nice to the quiet, socially awkward, and fat kid. It doesn't help that I was very bad at social cues and also, unknowingly at the time, queer. All I knew is I was different, and they apparently did not like that. But that's fine. I have friends now that are a joy to be around when I can be around them. A joy to talk to, and I have ADHD medicine, which I need to take in like 2 hours. Because if I take it sooner than that, I'll lose focus. I'll focus on something like stream, and then next thing you know, I'm ending stream, but then I'm continuing what I'm doing instead of the stuff I need to do. So I'm going to save my medicated actions for after stream. Yeah, when I was in high school, I think Color Guard just did flags. I don't think we did anything else. Despite being in a rural area, I don't think we ever had rifles or sabers. I think it was mostly just flags, and then you had like the cheer squad that would throw people. That's a lot of kelp. How's this looking? Okay, it's very abrupt there. That's better. Needs to come out a good distance here still, I think. And then we're going to need to come back with the birch and try to put it in underwater for texture. Let me drop the birch off because I really don't need it right now. It's a second pass thing, not a first pass. But I've also been seeing all the other goofy bits from TikTok from things that I missed during the charity stream. I still haven't watched Impulse's VOD. I need to do that. But I'm also, when I come across stuff on TikTok, I'm like, I want to reply to some of this stuff and all, but I also, like, if it's something about, if I come across anything from yeah, there's so much content. I think I saw that Joel has a bunch of stuff that I didn't see because he was playing on Minecraft, on Hermitcraft, while other people were doing like events. I saw he visited Mumbo. But I keep getting stuff from the Hermitcraft community showing up, and some of it's just like, it's like, okay, it's like, we don't judge here or whatever, and it's got pictures of the different hermits and all, and then they have just a take, it's like, I don't like so and so. I'm like, I cannot reply on this, because if I reply on this as a mod for two hermits, that could come off as bad. And if it's something about specific hermits and all that I mod for, if I say anything, it could be seen as their position or something. So I just skip past it and shake my head, because the fandom needs to be better in general. Though most of them are lovely, some of them don't understand boundaries and that it's friends playing the game. Yeah, Mumbo sprung the fact that he was going to stream on his mods, so he having a migraine and putting up with everything and all, that sucks. I'm glad he was able to do it, but geez, that man and his poor mods. He did a test stream that he didn't want people to watch, but put in the title, "Please ignore." Like they were going to actually ignore that. Yeah, I saw that on TikTok actually. And that was hilarious. It's like, okay, it just keeps going and going. Oh, I'm out of stone. I also saw last night, apparently, at the very least, Gem, Impulse, Martin, and Tango went ice skating. I'm glad the hermits get a chance to hang out basically at least once a year. Twice when you figure in Twitch cons. I guess 3 times technically is possible if you figure in both Twitch cons. They get to see friends, they get to recharge, they get to know each other better. And they come back excited to work on stuff and like to collaborate and all. Yes, I'm drowning, I understand. It's fine. I realized Lego never responded. I'm guessing he followed from Twitch and then pop over to the stream. Or he's just lurking, which is perfectly fine. If anyone that's currently watching is still watching when I go to end in 2 hours, please remind me to check Discord and see if he's live. Or going to be live, because he's going to be live like 20 minutes after I am supposed to get done. I'll just go longer so I can raid him. Because I know he was doing base tours on ISV. And I didn't know he was doing it yesterday. So I missed out on that. Actually, let me go up here and check Discord now and see if he's posted anything. I don't see anything. But he said today or Saturday. this should be far enough. That should be far enough out that it can drop. It's not a super far drop. But I also don't want to go like out and make it completely smooth, because the further I go out, the more I'm going to have to go out with the marina, because the boats obviously aren't going to be right next to like where the beach gets deep. I think I have some water breathing potions, but they're not 8-minute ones and it's not enough. Otherwise, I just take them. I'm not going to set up a conduit because, one, I don't think I have the Nautilus shells to make one. And I'd have to go buy Prismarine. I don't really want to spend diamonds. The Nautilus would let me breathe underwater and all, but I can't. It moves a little too fast and unpredictable for as much as I'm going up and down, and I keep hitting space. Why aren't you placing? Oh, okay. I keep hitting space and shift, and either boosting away or dismounting. I'll just get all the sand in, then come back with the birch and do a like a texture pass. Basically, I want it to get darker at the bottom layer because it's going to be, yes, I'll need planks and slabs, and I can just fit them in every so often. I think this is coming out far enough. Maybe here I come out a little bit further, since it's further away from that stuff. But based on the fact that it's taken me an hour to get this far, I'm probably not getting this done in one stream. Okay, do respiration. I wish kelp didn't grow up to this level. Alright, let's do sand on this. Orlando, thank you for the follow. And Star on Live, thank you as well. No, it's a private server just for a couple friends to play on. I don't think it would support more than what's playing on it anyway. It's a computer running out of someone's closet, as best as I know. Oh, okay. Yeah, I haven't caught up with. I'm not. I'm bad with names, so I would not recognize people. But thank you for stopping by. It looks like Siri bot's telling me there's going to be an ad soon, so not great timing, but I do appreciate you stopping by and following. And that puts me at 93 followers. Means that probably I will soon be hitting 100 followers. I'm going to allow the message even though I'm family friendly, so try to avoid cursing. That sucks. I would say to consult a doctor for that, because that does not sound good at all. I'm drowning. I'm currently on a friend server working on a beach that needs to go all the way around past there. Just making it kind of slope its way out as best as possible. Let me get more stone. Why do I have 3 wool? I picked them up, I don't need them. What am I stuck on? Just my inability to swim, that's what I'm stuck on. I realize I'm wasting some sand by stacking on top of each other like this, but we have a gravity farm here, so it's not a problem to get more. I thought I would be opposed to duping for stuff like this, but honestly, it's so convenient and the server doesn't have any rules against it and all, so I'm going to play with server rules. Because it would take me quite a while to get 10 shulkers of sand instead of less than 10 minutes. How far out do I need to go? But yeah, I just want to get this sloped out. A little more. Yeah, like I said, the timing was bad. Came in right before our ad break. Yeah, on a friend server, working on a beach. Got a long way to go. I'm just trying to basically slope it out as best as possible, so it's not an immediate drop off. Over here, it's kind of abrupt, but there's going to be a fish market and processing plant and a marina, so boats will be leaving this way. And then I have a coastal village up here that I'm going to be working on. And then in the back, there's going to be a large, either just warm mountain or volcano, I haven't decided. That's going to cover up some of the mangrove because that's a lot of mangrove. So the mountain will probably range from here and curve around to meet this mountain. Because I don't need a ton of room for the coastal city or coastal village, but I do want to have enough room that I can make some taller buildings in the back and some farm areas. And then I have this giant ring that I'm working on slowly. That's going to be a sea monster and a floating city that's being attacked by it. So a lot of stuff's going to be happening in this area. My industrial / starter temp area is here. And the farms will probably move behind the mountain when it's done. All this seagrass and kelp keeps getting in my way. Yeah, I understand that. Pillagers. I did a bunch of raids yesterday after seeing one of these. After complaining in stream that I hadn't seen any at all. Come here. Come here. Oh, my pockets are full of kelp. Oh, it's just a regular bad omen. But yeah, blood pressure's no joke. I can understand that. Mine's high. It was better last time I went to the doctor, but still. I could take medicine for it. But I'm also losing weight, which should help with that. Let's see. Definitely need to come out a lot more. Basically in the areas where it's supposed to be like the public beach area, I want it to come out and slope all the way down to the seafloor in some of the areas. Let's get air and eat since I'm low. Still no one else won. It's now noon and 1 for them. I guess I will not be seeing my friends online today, unless they hop on later tonight when I and probably back when you're doing random bits, figuring out streams. Maybe I will go see if I have those water breathing potions now that I'm spending more time underwater. Potions. Instant health. I have one water breathing potion. You know what? 3 minutes of being able to breathe underwater is better than none. Let's sleep first. I could have sworn I slept in that bed, so how did I not have a respawn point set? Alright. Yeah, the only problem with that is you get thinking that you can fight death all the time, and then eventually you lose. We all eventually lose. Sadly. Don't need the glass bottle. That could have been bad. I could have drank the ominous potion by mistake. That. I think the second pass with birch planks and stuff is going to be... I'm probably going to pull a bunch of the sand out, but I want to get the shape right before I worry about anything else. This potion runs out. I might go get my Nautilus and see how it does, just so I don't have to keep going up and down to get air. Yeah, I think it's safe to say this can drop down now. Yeah, I'll go get the Nautilus when this, no, kelp, go away. I'm going to end up coming all the way through here and removing all this kelp and seagrass. I can see it now. Maybe not the seagrass, but definitely the kelp. It's annoying. Yeah, I can understand why people think that. Not saying they're right, but I can understand why people think that about some mods and stuff. Okay, my potion wore off. Let's get this Nautilus. That would be fun. I think someone actually suggested that in... I think it was a mod house. It might not have been. But, put this away and grab you before we swim away. I play on here, and I play on Impulse's Patron server, and I want to do a... Well, chat wants me to do a hardcore world. I want to do a modded world. So, I applied to be in an SMP, which I don't know if that's going to come through or not. But I find myself very busy with my existing stuff, so people would probably never see me on a... That's the problem with that. I keep boosting. People would probably never see me on a mod house MC server. I'd probably log in and everything, make sure everything worked, and then find a place for a base, set up some chests, and then forget to log in. Just based on experience, because I was on a realm with some friends prior to this, and completely forgot about it. But it would be fun to see everyone's different styles, whether they're a builder or some kind of farmer, whether they just do PvP. Now, I'm wondering if there's a correlation between who you mod for and... No, not shift. Come back. Who you mod for and what kind of Minecraft player you are. So I know Mumbo was my first Minecraft YouTuber to watch that wasn't someone who was clearly just in it to try to convince people to play on their pay-to-win server. And then I found Impulse, and I've been on Impulse's server for technically 3 seasons, but this is the second full season. And I consider myself more of a farm builder, but I also mod for Gem, and I've been picking up building stuff. Yeah, it makes sense, because mods are usually found by the creator from members of the community. So it would make sense if that's the kind of server they have and you're a part of their community that you would be interested in the same thing. Like if Gem had a server, it would probably just be full of builders. Though she has said several times in her Discord that she doesn't plan to have one because she doesn't want I think she said the stress from dealing with it, or the headaches from dealing with it. So That's cool. I'm fine with just playing on impulses as far as people I mod for. Because I always have this server to come and play on for a break. And assuming I don't die immediately in hardcore, I hope to have a hardcore world that lasts a while. And it's going to be modded with like crate and stuff, so that's kind of like how yes, it's Tyler ended up with Grian. He was a gem mod. Stop boosting. And then Grian needed moderators, so he got loaned out. And it was supposed to be temporary, and I rarely see him in a gem stream anymore as far as moderating. Because usually Grian's streaming at the same time. So I think being kidnapped or acquired by other streamers from your original streamer or your original modding duties, if it was like not a stream mod but something else, is a common thing. Yeah, I've seen several people say they were supposed to be temporary and then the person just never unmodded them. And I don't know whether it's just the person's like, this person does a good job, let's keep them, or leave them on just in case, or if the person is just forgetful. This can come out to here. There's kelp. Yeah, and that's not a bad thing because you stay on as mod even though you were supposed to be temporary. Even if you don't show up consistently to moderate, it's always good if they need someone and have no one else and you're available. They have someone who knows how they want it moderated and everything. Sand, please. Like, I'm a mod for one of my friends that plays on the server, but she does not stream. I don't think she streamed since 2023. She probably won't stream again. But I am still a mod. And she kind of did it just as I think she was just adding mods for, like a friend showed up in chat, she would add him as a mod. I'm the only one who didn't try to time out and ban the other mods. Which I think that's kind of probably a rite of passage if you get mod in a smaller channel, like, especially a friend, you're like, okay, time to time people out. But even if she does come back to streaming and all, well, one, we're better friends now, so she probably wouldn't unmod me for any reason, unless I asked. But, she also probably doesn't remember that she's added me as a mod for that. here you can just drop down. And then I'll just, hello. You got close without me noticing. Oh, up here I still have stuff. How's this look? It doesn't look bad. It's not really going out like I thought, but my original thinking was like at an actual beach how it just slopes out gradually, but it's hard to do that with blocks in Minecraft. I'm going to add birch planks and slabs, which will help, but like I need sand slabs. I could do sandstone slabs probably to try to make it more of a gentle slope in areas. Maybe I save that for over in this area, because I can't go too far out here because of the platform. But like over in this area, I could probably go out further. It's dark, let me sleep. Because if I don't sleep, I'll end up not sleeping and getting phantoms, and then rushing. Have fun with that. I can't bring myself to speedrun games because it usually ends up poorly for me. Just like hardcore does. Maybe that's something I'll make a channel point redeem. Donate, 35,000 channel points from the community, and I'll try a Minecraft speedrun. Nope, get back here. My time will be abysmal. I've had exactly one drowned with a trident show up. And that was yesterday during the raid I was doing. And it was a child, and it did not drop the trident, which I don't think children can drop tridents anyway. But I really want a Riptide trident here. Hi. Bye. And that's why I like a smite sword. See. Nope, don't. I will keep that in mind. The one thing about this server is we have a rule, which they established long before I joined, that people don't build the same farms as other people. That way we're not flooding the shopping district with, 10 people selling the same item. It makes people go out and find other stuff. But I was speedrunning farms when I joined, and I was asked to maybe not do as many as quickly, just in case anyone else wants to do them. Which is fine. But since no one's done a raid farm, I'm going to do one of them. Which I already have a design for, thankfully. That I know works really well. Leave that one. Oh, I'm out of sand. Let's get some more sand and some more stone. Actually, I had a decent amount of stone. Sand. Oh, I used the whole shulker sand already. I might need to go get more sand at some point. I think I have a couple shulkers left over there. But I don't think it's making it all the way through this beach. Not with the way I place it. I can always come back through here and build up slightly from here to connect. We're gonna have to come through and clean this kind of stuff up too. Sand. Come back here. Alright, I can finish back down here since I got sidetracked with getting sand and forgetting where I was. Let's get this here. Block. At least it's me taking the damage, not the Nautilus. I mean, it's not like they're not abundant. And of course, I turn around and none in sight. I also don't see any puffer fish, and that's my limiting thing. If I kill this thing, I got one more, and then I need to find puffer fish. The good news is I have a ton of saddles after doing the raids yesterday. What providences? My assumption would be Canada, but that's just me being an American who jumps to what I know. Or what I think I know, I should say, actually. Oh, okay. Yeah, I know nothing about Ultra Kill, so it's like the Madagascar penguins. Smile and wave, smile and wave. Alright, let's try to do one that actually steps out. Like a good ways. Alright, let's see how this looks actually stepping out like this. Okay, that's still steep. Let's do some 2s and 3s out. Alright. You know what, this guy is great for being able to breathe and all. Just slowed down my block placing. So let's go put him away. Lead. Grab you, lead, stick you there. And then let's sleep again. I have a feeling I'm going to be spending a lot of time on trying to get this beach the way I want it. Which is fine. I want it done a certain way, and I know it's going to take effort. Yeah, that's a very boxy side there, so I have to come in and fill in some of this. Oh, Luna, are you still here? Hi, Luna. One, did your Excedrin kick in? Oh, you didn't do anything. I just wanted to tell you. Yesterday, for the first time, IX and I found the tea lemonade ghost after he's been searching for it for months. And both of us were kind of like, it's okay, not great. But I don't think either of us would, like, if someone offered it to us, I think we'd still drink it. But I know since you're not a guide anymore, IX has lost his guide meeting and event energy drink talk person. It's the what is it? The iced tea lemonade. The Arnold Palmer, basically, that they can't call Arnold Palmer. He's been looking for it for a good at least 6 months, and no one had it. And I think him and I realized that it was probably a like a regional test thing, or a specific store was the one who was getting it right away, and now it's available everywhere, or should be. But we went into the grocery store yesterday, and they just happened to have it. He wasn't planning on getting a energy drink, and then saw it, was like, I need that. So that's an idea I didn't think about. I also got it. We also got Arizona iced teas yesterday, and we got the half and half Arnold Palmer, and that's actually a good call. Yeah, he's gonna be doing bingo tomorrow, and I don't know who's helping him with it. Because usually you were the other person who was. No, wait, was it you or was it you or Lulu that was always at the morning ones for guide stuff? Drowning, drowning. I'm not on Nautilus anymore. Hey, Gareth. How are you? Ah, okay, yeah. Two names with a LU in the beginning. Doing well. Currently, no friends online. One of them I know is sick, and I'm sure her wife is probably helping her, and it's also probably close to getting sick herself. And everyone else just has work stuff and all because it's midday for them in the UK. The I'm working on continuing the beach I was working on yesterday, which has to go all the way down to there, and then eventually it will go around this corner and probably stop at like where this mountain is. But I got the platform in yesterday for like the actual beach, and then now I'm basically connecting everything to the ground. I'm trying to make myself slope it out more so it's more gradual, but Minecraft blocks being what they are, it's not exactly a gradual thing. So I'm going to come back through with birch and do some planks and slabs to texture it and try to make it a little bit smoother, and probably some sandstone. And yesterday afternoon I was doing raids. And then tomorrow I get to be on ISV and do bingo and community week stuff. So the friend server will get a break. Of course, that'll be the time where I look at mod rooms and it says 3 people online. Or worse, I don't know, like 10 people online. And they'll be like, but I have responsibilities. I need a mod coin. Together you're Delulu. I don't know. You both seem pretty sane to me. Even if Lulu is short. I mean, Lulu is normal size. Don't let her tell you that she's short. She's not short. Or don't let people tell you that she's short. She's not short. Totally not jealous of being shorter than everyone else. I think I want my next mod coin redeem for an item to be custom wings like Feather has. I've got an idea in my head. I just haven't sat down to make it. I also need to find out how many mod coins are going to cost. Because obviously there won't be a recipe for Elytra, let alone a custom recipe. I don't think my recipe would get approved anyway if I wanted to. If I could do a recipe for it, I'd be like, sticks, leather, and paper. That seems fair, but it's not. I need something that lets me do water breathing like the Nautilus without using the Nautilus and without setting up a conduit or making a bunch of potions. Yeah, I made a couple custom wings when I saw Featherhead wings. I'm like, ooh, you can do that. I went and started looking into doing it. Made a couple. Realized that they're okay, but they're not great. I basically took this Elytra here and made it the same shape, and then just started doing different designs on it. And I think I want to do something, something basically this shape, but don't make it complicated, make it more simple, but just enough to stand out. Because my problem with this is I have this cape. I have several other capes, but I didn't get the copper cape because I don't have Bedrock, and I can't open Bedrock on Mac. So it's just sitting there. Probably it should be claimed and everything, but it's not showing up until I go on Bedrock, which will probably be never. And Minecraft keeps doing stuff like that with capes. So if I can get custom wings, I'll turn off the cape and have something nice looking. I think that would be a smart investment of mod coins. Plus it'd just be cool to have custom wings. Of course, I just want to keep making stuff in Blockbench and getting them on the server, but it is slow getting mod coins for that kind of thing. Like I think I can guarantee 2 a month if I do newsletter and community week, but like my music disc costs 3 or 4 a piece, so they don't exactly stay around for long. And I need light blocks, which I still haven't bought because I'm still thinking about custom items. I had enough sand to continue for a while. I appreciate that, Lulu. Luna. See, this is the problem. L names. We just talked about Lulu, and my brain. I'm gonna blame the fact that I haven't taken my ADHD meds this morning, so my focus is squirrel-brained. And then Luna rescinds the offer because I called her Lulu. Okay, Gareth, but see, I would mess that up because my brain would go, Lulu's short, that's a S word. I'm gonna need people not to have the same like starting letters for their names. Drowning. Oh, I'm contemplating a... Well, it looks better with Fulbright off. I was about to say, I'm contemplating a flying machine to get rid of all that kelp. Oh yeah, we have several pandas, don't we? What time is it? Almost 8. Which means I've got a little over an hour, which means I'm definitely not finishing this today. I might get this section done. Thank you for the hydrate, Quilzy. I will do that. And I'm just checking Discord real quick to see if Lego is going to stream more of a tour. I don't know what time he started yesterday. That was actually really good timing because I hadn't drank water in a bit, and it's warm in my house. There's no air conditioning, so I just have a fan, which is probably being picked up by the microphone, but it's on low because I'm streaming. So I'm not really getting the benefit of the fan, just some slight movement of air. So it's not cooling. It's supposed to be like 80 something today, and it's been 80 something the last few days. But next week we drop back down to 50s and 60s, which I'm happy about. I think 70 is the top of my like temperature range I like. 'Cause I like warm, but I don't like hot. Like I want to be able to wear shorts, but I don't want to feel like I am dying wearing jeans if I need to wear them. How's this look from the front? That's better. If I put sandstone and birch slabs in and make it more of a gentle slope, it should be good. And drowning again. Actually 50 to 70 would be my ideal range for what I would consider warm weather. Because I'll wear shorts in 50-degree weather and 60-degree weather if I wanted to. I often don't want to. But not because of the temperature, just I don't feel like it. Like jeans are easy. But my low, I like snow. I don't like being snowed in. Because that just kind of sucks because you end up with like power going out and stuff. But if it could just be like, say 25 and go up to 70 in the summer, that's my ideal temperature range, I think. Which I don't know what that is in Celsius, but it's probably too cold for most people. Most people probably want the warm. Okay, give me 1 second. I'm not gonna go to a BRB screen. I gotta help IX with something. Um, yeah, so just give me 1 second. Okay, I'm back. No, not rude. He's just gotten up and he was taking his dog out and he didn't want the sound of the door and everything to end up on stream and stuff, which is a good thing because he forgot to to undo the chain lock, so it made a loud noise when he tried to open it and it reached the end of it. Alright, back in the water. If anything, it was considerate IX. Who has said something about wanting to stream. I don't know when he's going to start that. I'm going to tell him you were completely serious. No, I won't do that. It's not like he'd believe me anyway. Alright, this needs to come out more gradually for a bit. I'm kind of losing the point of this if I keep doing what I'm doing. Yeah, he knows redstone and he really wants a command block. He will never get that command block, so you're safe with that, but he does know redstone. He can also just be a menace in general if he wanted to. Doesn't need redstone for that. Thank you, Siribot. Okay, that's a good call, Luna. I'll stretch. Oh, and as a reminder, I have channel point redeems where I'll play different Minecraft game modes. I currently have hardcore as an option and just a modded Minecraft world as an option. And the hardcore one is close to being funded, which scares me. Breathe. Let me check it real quick and see what it's at. Channel points. Yeah, hardcore is 5,050 channel points away. And modded is 23,000 away. Nightbot, are you really just hitting? Oh, jeez. Gareth. I shouldn't have said anything. I should not have said anything. Does that mean that it's, Okay, wait. Oh, total. Okay, I'm like, I thought you had just added 7,820 to it. That's, how much you contributed total. I was like, oh, that's funded now. I had a panic attack. No, now it's, 3,050 away. And the fact that IX is up now is concerning because he probably has that many points. Which means if I do this and stream it, if I ever put it back on my list of channel point redeems, I'm setting it way higher. It's gonna be like 100,000. Nah, it's not being a spoil sport. It's just knowing that if I do a hardcore world and I die and I find myself enjoying it, if I put it for 25,000 again, it means people will do it again quickly. I could just make it so I don't, I just don't have as an option for a while. But I like having channel goals that people can actually, as a community, contribute to instead of just individual ones. I'm out of stone. So I'd have to make it something higher. I'd either have to make it something so it was a higher number, or it would have to have some kind of unique thing to it, where it's not just the same thing over again. Like it could be hardcore, but you can't have totems, or hardcore with a specific mod pack. I want to do, if the hardcore one gets funded, which it looks like it's going to be at some point, I want to, well, I've already installed all of the stuff for it, so I want to do, it's going to be create and a couple other mods for the hardcore world. Just because I think it'll be fun to do create stuff. And it will also reduce some of my risk of dying, because I can like mine with the drill and stuff. But it's got, I think the mod pack I put together has create, easy villagers, and the botany pots and botany trees. And also, what's the other one? Storage drawers. It's not like crazy modded, but also not vanilla hardcore. So it's kind of a win if hardcore gets funded, because then it's still modded, which is what I'd prefer to do. but it should be interesting. Drowning. Let's eat two in case anything shows up, like a drown that actually has a trident. But that'll never happen because I haven't seen one of those. It says hoping that the luck it had yesterday with pillagers happens again. Yeah, this is definitely going to need slabs of some kind to really smooth it out. But it's looking better than what used to be here. I wish Minecraft biome generation actually like took into account the biome that it's supposed to be generating. Because there's no reason a beach biome... Is this technically a beach biome? Savannah... Lukewarm ocean. Okay, so there's no beach biome here, but if you're gonna be next to an ocean, it should have like a nice beach, or at least, you know, it should have better than that. Luna? 2,060 points away now. People greatly either just want to see me die over and over, or they think that I'm lying about how bad I am at hardcore. You see that 2 block there? I will walk off that and die. Let me go see if there's a mod for ankle braces. Did that just... Nope. But hey, IX, guess what percentage we're at? 9.3. 1,750. And I know who could probably finish that, and I'm glad they're not here. Ah, well. Things I'll be saying while playing hardcore over and over. IX, I'm dying. IX, I'm dying. IX, I'm dying. I'm gonna have to set up like a death counter on screen and have him update it every time I die. Speaking of dying, I'm about to drown. It's getting dark again. Still no friends. I fear the hardcore world cannot be a family-friendly stream. Don't say yes. Maybe that's why people want me to play it so much. I just can't get into Vintage Story. Jem was streaming it, and it was interesting the first stream, but it got boring to me so quickly. So I was showing up in modding streams, but not really paying attention to what was going on in the actual stream, just watching chat for things that need to be dealt with. Hightail was more interesting to me. Unfortunately, that didn't stick around as something the Hermits are playing on stream, or at least the hermits that I mod for. I don't know if any of the other hermits are playing it still. I saw a little while ago, Mumbo did a video in Hightail. I need more gig streams. Specifically, I need more gigs D&D, but I also want gigs repo. I know they probably won't play that ever again because it's kind of gone, but like Tyler was streaming repo last night and I was enjoying it. Of course, he started early compared to normal, so I got to miss most of repo. Because I see him go live while I'm in the middle of trying to fight raids. Repo was fun, and it proves that Impy doesn't doesn't hold a grudge because he let me be a stream mod after making him the imposter. But Repo's fun. I see it often on TikTok, people playing it live, and you can see that if you like really put in the effort, you can get crazy scores in it, which I'm not oh yeah, okay. I'm not saying that gigs didn't take it seriously enough, because I do, and I really enjoy the way they play it, and it's fun and funny. But it just shows that like if you really like want to min-max it, you can get a ton of money, and then you don't have to worry about the cost of things between rounds. What's the other one they did that I liked? I didn't like the wizard game. Phasma is always fun. What else did I play that I liked? Peak was pretty good, but I'm pretty sure Peak has peaked for them. Yeah, I have a feeling they're going to get back to Phasmo eventually. There's only one problem with gig streams. They start at the same time that my afternoon stream does, usually. So I'm going to have to probably adjust my streaming schedule if they get back into doing gigs regularly. Which will probably just mean pushing it forward an hour, or waiting and doing a late night one. Gig streams are fun because you take all these Minecrafters and then you get them in something other than Minecraft. And it just, okay, the problem with that, Luna, is if I join you in the late night gang and stream, I'll be streaming like 9 to 12 or something like that if I want to do a 3-hour one. That's not big. Yeah, I had to double check my math because I'm bad at math to begin with, but also streamer brain could make me really bad at math. So I did a 3-hour one, it'd be 9 to 12, or it'd be like 9 to 11, which I guess isn't too bad. But then I get up at 6 a.m. or 5:30, 5:45 to stream at 6 a.m. Oh, that need to be there. So, I mean, I could do late night. I'll have to see how that works out with gig stuff. Because their longest streams seem to be D&D. So realistically, if I did, like there was no way this past weekend with the charity thing that I was going to stream after the charity stream. There's just no way I was actually going to be functional enough to do that. I'm surprised I got up both mornings and did morning streams. Or that I did a morning stream Sunday and Monday. Because I was worn out after that. And I didn't even have to do anything except sit in a chair and watch chat. Pufferfish, are you going to be a problem? I feel like they're going to be a problem. I'm trying to think of other games they played that I want them to go back to. Why am I drawing a blank on stuff? RV There Yet was okay. I know I've seen people want that to come back. But like they've said, pretty much if they don't go back to a game like the following week, they probably a good chance they won't go back because it's gone. It's not a multiplayer game, but I'd love to see one of them or all of them play Retro Rewind. Oh, see, we weren't allowed to go to emote only mode. We just had to, if people were being bad, we had to actually yell at them. I didn't have that option this year because Jem did not want to go to emote only mode. But yeah, a lot of the same question. I just started doing announcements routinely when the questions were the same. No, you keep yourself from swearing, but it wouldn't take you long to go from not swearing to swearing if you could. But you got to figure it was a weekend, so it wasn't like a midday weekday stream where you'll have less people and all. You'll get all the kids who are normally in school. You'll get a bunch of first-time viewers because they see that it's a large number of viewers, so Twitch will show it to people. Yeah, it's coming along nice, I think. It definitely needs the slabs to kind of smooth it out more. That's not bad for a little over 2 hours, especially since I've been trying to be deliberate about where stuff goes, but also random. So there'll probably be another, let's see, I got 40 minutes. Let's see, where do I think I can get? I don't think I can get all the way to the end here. I'm betting right here. Let me put a marker. And then I got that whole other section to do and eventually around the bend. But I think it's looking good. And I gotta get, I gotta do some dunes going up the grass here a little bit. I want it to be like the wind blew and has just blown sand up against the stuff there. This is where like sand layers, and if we had something like the pink petals or leaf litter that was sand, would really come in handy for that. That looks better. I think my most said thing during the charity stream was that production's aware. There's a whole production team behind this. Okay, now you're rude, IX. And all the messages just got deleted by timing out. Oh, it doesn't show me. There it is. Yeah, don't time out people as a joke because that did delete all the messages. I can see them obviously, but... Wait, what bot? I'm confused about what bot. But people were trying to tell us mods in Gems chat to pin things. First off, chat's not going to read the pin message. They don't do that. It's Hermit fans. They can't read at all. And secondly, I'm not going to unpin a pin message about the charity they're actively raising money for. It's like they don't want to think with their brain. Okay, that might be a setting I need to look into for Twitch. It might be something... Oh, it's a Twitch feature. Is it a default thing or something I can turn off? Because I'll admit I haven't really looked into Twitch's like moderation stuff to see, besides setting up some auto mod, like a couple words in the block list. Maybe it's a setting. I'm just checking stuff real quick. Yeah, I don't see anything. So I don't know why with Stream Elements it doesn't do that, or if it does. Yeah, maybe Stream Elements does a different kind of timeout through the API or something. But yeah, let's not jokingly time out people. Well, maybe if it's Tyler, because that's just funny. Yeah, I don't have Stream Elements installed to see, but that's probably what it is. No. See, what we need to do, we need to get Tyler in Jimmy's stream, and then get Jimmy to time him out. But you can't time people out on YouTube. That's too close. You can only ban them, so I guess Tyler will just never see a Jimmy video again. or Jimmy Stream again at least. I'm guessing it probably blocks you from being able to see their regular videos too. Drowning. But also, no timing out hermits or hermit friends on my channel if they ever stop by. Do not try... Too close. Do not try to make them VIP like Tyler did. I highly doubt any will ever stop by. If they do, I will give them VIP myself. I can make it so you can give VIP, I believe, IX. You might even be able to do it as a lead mod. But yeah, I'll just control the, VIP stuff. I only have 10 of them anyway I can use, and I've already used 2. I'm just checking something. Oh, it's up here. Roles. Yeah, there's somewhere that tells me all the things a head mod can do. He probably can. But I mean, he's not really the head mod. I have an account that will probably be being used to make my own bot for stuff. And it's also a head mod. What? I like programming. Did you think I wasn't going to try to make my own bot and give it the same permissions? It's an emergency. Oh, things have gone bad situation. I have a backup account. Not a fake account. A bot account. That does what I say. My main reason for wanting to set up my own bot is actually because I feel like some of the bots can be a little crazy with their like their timeouts and stuff. And they can be difficult to, like, their instructions are fine, but my ADHD brain can struggle with stuff. Whereas if I have my own bot, I know exactly what it's capable of and what I want it to do. Plus I like playing around with stuff, so playing around with the Twitch API and all, it's something I want to do. My website I'm doing for myself has, it pulls in when I go live and updates the page to show that I'm live, and it changes some of the text around so that it's like live now instead of saying see the last most recent stream or whatever. That's one of the reasons after the stream I'm going to sit down and make a schedule for my days. Like, I have a schedule for when I'm streaming, but like I want to go, okay, you stream from 6 to 9, And then from 9 to 10, you need to worry about getting breakfast, making sure you take your meds. Anything else that needs to pop up and all. And then from 10 to 3, you need to do work stuff. Maybe. But then like from 10 to 2, it's work, work, work. Whatever that means, whether it's finding work, doing work, helping family or whatever. And then from 2 to 3 is plan and get ready for the 3 o'clock. No. Yeah, 2 to 3 would probably be grab something to eat for lunch just because I'll be streaming from 4 to 6. And then eating dinner at like 10 because I have a weird schedule. And I want to make sure that even though I have my ADHD meds, I want to try to do a schedule so I can stay on track with things because the meds work great, but if I'm squirrel brained and get locked on an idea and then my meds kick in, I'm stuck on that idea. Let's come out a little more. I feel like I keep going in. Nightbot seems to be hitting some of my timers at the same time consistently. Which they should be set apart. It's just... I actually got rid of stream elements because Nightbot is doing a good job or a better job. Stream elements basically wasn't doing anything. I turned off settings. It kept trying to time out people and ban people, even when I set the settings. Let's try. What were the other? I'll probably have to do smooth sandstone because that doesn't look great. Morning, Tinkle. Yeah, I went and turned off a bunch of stuff then, and I looked last night and realized that I'm basically not using anything from Stream Elements at the moment. So if I'm not using it, why am I giving it mod powers and everything? Because Nightbot's doing all my timers, all my commands. Automod's doing all of my word filtering. Plus with Nightbot, I can easily do, do I have that set up? Did that add the command? Nope. I need to go change that so I can add commands if I want to. because Gem only uses Nightbot, which makes it easy to know the commands already. It's probably a setting I turned off. I keep ending up on my wings. Yeah, actually Mix It Up is something I was looking at last night, and it's Windows only. Being a streamer who streams on Mac is becoming annoyance when it comes to things. Because Mix It Up looks easy to use and convenient. And then also like the VideoTube stuff, I know it works just fine with Windows. But again, on Mac it uses something different, and it's not supported by Meld yet. Let's do that. But I like my Mac for work stuff. I don't think people could pay me enough money to use Windows for programming. The main reason not like Mac is I can't do stuff like play all the games I want. Because like I can't play half the games I see that look like fun because they're Windows only. But some of that's also on the developer. Like, come on. I know there's certain things you can't do because like it's easier on Windows than Mac, but every time someone is playing a new fun-looking game, I look and it's like, everything would work fine except that it requires Windows. And it probably requires Windows for some specific API or something. There's a piece of stone over here I missed. I want something like moss that's sand that I can like bow mill it under water and have it replace it. Yeah, you know what? That's actually really understandable because Procreate, from what I've seen, looks really good. I need to get a. I want to get an iPad Pro specifically for Procreate, and maybe as like a laptop replacement for when I don't need to do coding stuff. Like if I go away somewhere for work and I don't need to do coding, but I need to have access to like a laptop equivalent. Because I could use it, I could draw with Procreate, and if I need to do emails or whatever, I can use a keyboard. Because I've had iPads before, but that was before the Pros came out and everything. And I thought, oh, I'm going to use this a lot, and then I'd find that I won't actually use it a lot. I think ideally I'd probably have two iPads. I'd have a Pro, probably what are the sizes, 11 and 13. Probably a 13-inch, just because I'm used to 13-inch laptops. And then a mini that would be mostly for like reading books and some general stuff. Because like the Mini I could set on my desk and have like a calendar and stuff open and use it as a third screen. But I couldn't fit a Pro on my desk currently in any mode other than tablet. Yeah, from seeing people do Procreate stuff, I'm like, okay, I have ideas in my head that I could easily envision how they should look. But if you put me with a like mouse in a design program like Illustrator or something, can't do it. I just can't make the curves and stuff look right in it with a mouse. And I had a drawing tablet, but even it wasn't like my brain with the delay between trying to draw it and trying to watch the screen. Yeah, Blockbench with a mouse is easy because I'm just doing cubes. Though I wish it was easier to do certain things. Like I wish I had some more features for like how you want to format stuff and how you want it displayed. That way I can tell it certain things instead of having to try to figure out how to connect all of the cubes. Yeah, I have a drawing program called Rebel, and it's good. That's what I got the tablet for, but it was a cheap little like it was Wacom brand, but it was just like the small cheapest thing. And hydrate. I will do that, Tinkle. And I am now hydrated, which is good because it is hot in here and I haven't been drinking. But Rebel looks good, and my friend uses it a lot to do her drawings, and they come out well. But she has I don't know exactly what drawing tablet she has, but she seems to have a way easier time with it than I did. Yes, no dry rivers around here. Though I am currently sinking in an ocean, so didn't have to worry about being dry here at least. But my other friend, the one who does all the music that's currently playing, she got an Android tablet for her birthday last year and has been doing drawings with it. Actually, she owes me art. I just thought about that. 1 second. I don't know if she's here, but if she is, she knows who she is, and she owes me art. I'm waiting. I know you're sick. It can come after you're done and after you feel better, but art. I'll clip that later and send it to her. I'll probably put a note in her mailbox too here and remind her what kind of art she owes me. But yeah, if I could actually like have an iPad Pro with Procreate, I've seen on TikTok Meg's Mashables, where she mashes up multiple animals together. Watching Procreate in there, which I'm like 99% sure it's Procreate. I'm like, okay, that looks super easy. Yeah, well, I just remembered it. If I didn't call her out on stream, then I'd end up forgetting it again. And I don't think there's no way for me to see who is in, like, who's watching as a streamer, is there? Because I don't have like the normal community button up next to this. Yeah, that actually might be a good idea to go and see if, like, go to an Apple store or a Best Buy and see if they have a iPad Pro that has Procreate on it. I feel like they would put that on there because it's a selling point of the whole pen system or pencil system. Okay, well, Best Buy versus the Apple Store. One of them's not contained in a mall trying to, well, I mean, they're all trying to sell you stuff, but one of them's not contained in a mall and absolutely full of people all the time in a very small, usually, space. Three dots at the top right. Oh. Yeah, she's not here. I do see some lurkers. I'm not going to call out lurkers because that's rude. That's good to know. Yeah, but if you just ignore what the Best Buy employee says, like, I wouldn't buy it from Best Buy. Like, I would buy it from Apple if I was gonna buy a iPad because I want to customize it. I want specific features. I'm not just gonna buy the one off the shelf because apparently that's not something I'm capable of. Like, I think even my MacBook Air isn't the base model. But I think Best Buy or Apple Store would have at least one iPad Pro with, that's looking too samey, with Procreate on it. Yeah, that's because they don't count them as a viewer until ads come around. Then everyone counts, or that's what people have said. But yeah, I definitely want to try it before going on and spending that kind of money on something. Oh yeah, yeah. Don't drown. I went to the Procreate website just to see if I was 100% right on what I was thinking. They don't have a desktop app. They only have the iPads. Oh, so Best Buy might not. Best Buy probably wouldn't have Procreate, so I'd have to go to an Apple store. I just hate the Apple store because they want to help you with stuff and all, which is great and all, but like, it's literally just a showroom, is what it needs to be treated as. People can come in and buy stuff if they want. And the average person is probably like, oh, I need a Mac laptop for this. They can go in and get one of the ones they have in stock that is going to work for them. I focus too much on specs when it comes to my Macs because I know, okay, well, this worked last time. Oh, I used more hard drive space than I thought. I need to increase it. And at that point, I'm not going to order it from a Apple store and get it either delivered to the store or shipped to me. I'd rather go through the online ordering process. I'm also not a fan of Apple's use of the word genius for their tech support thing. I get that it's just a... I'm out of stone. I get that it's just the name they chose for it because they're supposed to be knowledgeable about Apple stuff and all, but just call them associates. Same thing with Best Buy and Geek Squad. Just your associates who know more about a specific thing than the average associate. You can help with tech problems. No, I don't know anyone who has an iPad Pro. Unfortunately. Because I would do that. I need an iPad anyway, so I'd probably, even if I wasn't 100% sold on it, I would probably go with the Pro. And then, yeah, that's fair too, IX. Don't, yeah, well, that's the thing. You can't really, I don't think you can do that in an Apple store. I don't think you can do some of the customization and all, but I don't know if they do like all of the options or if they'll tell you to order online. What they'll probably do is guide you through ordering online. Yeah, like I'd get a Pro even if Procreate doesn't work out, I would still get the Pro because I want the better keyboard system for it. I want the ability to quickly jot out notes and sketch out quick ideas, even if I'm not like a great artist. It's still good for doing like quick sketches of like where stuff needs to go and layouts and stuff for work. Maybe I justify it as a business expense at some point when the business can afford to drop that kind of money. Though I hate doing that kind of thing because then I gotta worry about like the tech side of that stuff and how it gets written and everything. You fix those eyes right now. You fix those eyes right now. This is not a way of you getting like iPad Pro and then like a new laptop. You don't need a new laptop to begin with, but you fix those eyes right now. I want to see in chat those eyes normal. Do it. Right, but your laptop works fine. If you were to get a new computer, I would think you'd probably want a desktop, which you could get a Studio or you could get a Mini, and both would be adequate for video editing and stuff. And you can get bigger hard drive space on them. I don't know how you use up so much of your hard drive. You have a bigger hard drive. You have what? You have a terabyte hard drive? What do I have? Do you have 32 gigs of memory in yours? Okay, I've got 32 gigs of memory, and where's storage? Oh, I have a terabyte hard drive too. For some reason I thought it was lower. I generally go lower with hard drives on phone or storage space on phones and laptops. I think a terabyte was probably the lowest size that came with this particular chipset. Well, videos is... Yeah, what's Meld say I'm at? I got it open. I'm at 674 of 926. But like my, I need to offload some of my videos. Yeah, all my video files most of them are over 500 megs up to 2 gigs. And then like yesterday I downloaded a 4 gig stream. I downloaded my stream from last night and it was 4 gigs. Because I want to chop it up and make clips for YouTube and TikTok from all the raiding, all the fighting raids. But then I need to remember to clean stuff out. My downloads folder is also just a mess. And then photos and stuff take up room. don't take up that much room, but still, it adds up over time. Plus, I install apps for work stuff and all, and they all seem small and all, but they all take up space and it adds up quickly. I don't have movies or anything. Like, I don't have like downloaded movies or anything, or really music. So the only music I have is my friend's music, and the movies that I own are in iTunes or Apple TV, whatever it is. Generally, whenever I do like it used to be once a year, I would do a clean install of the operating system where I'd back everything up to a hard drive and then completely erase it and do a fresh install. And I just haven't done that in probably forever on this desktop. I probably won't because I have a hard drive big enough to hold everything, but I don't want to have to set everything back up on it. Hi X, why are you going uh-oh? Yeah, and see, how are you, okay, well. Now I'm curious what my phone's at, because I do know, I think we got the same phone model this time, like the same specs. But usually I go with a lower storage than you. Where is it? Storage. Is it a general? IX, where is the storage at on? Well, yeah, because I didn't think you did. Storage, iPhone storage in general. I'm at 77 gigs of 256. But I also have iCloud, iCloud Plus, and my iCloud is set up with 200 gigs of storage, and like it's got 32.2 gigabytes in drive, and 62 point, I can't be right for the drive one, 62.96 gigs of iCloud storage is photos. And they're mostly ones from my trip to the UK 2 years ago, because I kept taking photos because I'm like, I have the storage. That would be the only thing that gets me to buy a model of phone with a larger storage, considering trips and stuff. Because I like having photos. Thank you, SiriBot. I didn't quite get where I wanted to go, but I did stop and talk at chat instead of just placing blocks, so that's fine. After the ad break, I will find someone to raid, because it's been 3 hours and I want breakfast. Actually, while the ad break is going, most people are probably in ads. I will fix that. Let me see if Legion is streaming or not in Discord. It does not look like it. Let me check who my possible raid people are. Huh. YouTube had 127 gigabytes of data from downloaded videos. You haven't even had premium in months, so it's just been sitting there. Yes, you should attempt an app. See, I was doing all of my downloading of stuff to watch on YouTube on my computer. That way I didn't have to worry about it when I went to watch something. It was there, and I could just like turn off the internet and focus on stuff and still have my videos without all of the distractions. Though most of those distractions end up coming to my phone anyway. Oh, the ad break hadn't actually started. I could have been placing blocks. I get confused when SiriBot does stuff and says like an ad break is starting. It said starting soon, and my brain went, it's starting now. I forgot that the message for the starting one, where it's actually starting, is longer. And I'll remind people when ads are over about the that's something I should be doing. Nightbot is reminding people to share and stuff. I need to actually vocally say that during streams. That's not free cam from that view. What did I do? That scared me. Let's get a screenshot while I'm thinking about it. And let's try to okay, the ad break's finishing. Should be done. I'm getting a screenshot for the VOD. Trying to figure out the best way of getting it. I got one already. But that's probably too washed out. Oh, that's neat down there. Maybe underwater view for the screenshot. That's good, Luna. If you can't sleep, at least be productive. But yeah, I want to remind people that channel points, if you have them, there are fun things you can redeem. Like, well, there's nice things like the hydrate and all. Then there's mean things like making me stream a hardcore world, where we're at 95% raised. If we get 1,190 more points, I'll have to stream a hardcore world. If you want to be nice, I have a option for a modded world that needs 24,830 points. So use your points wisely and be kind to your streamer. But yeah, I think I got a good amount done today. Didn't get quite as far as I wanted to, but that's looking good. Is that stone? No, it's just a shadow. Didn't quite get as far as I thought I would. I was hoping to get this whole section here done and then be able to do one more stream and do that section, but I do need to do... I want to clean this up and make it more like a better looking cliff, since there's going to be a lighthouse on top. But I'm happy with that mostly. I'll come back with some birch planks and slabs and sandstone stuff and smooth it out a little bit more. I gotta clean this up. I'm fine with it being sand, but I'm not fine with it being dirt and clay. So I'm going to end stream here. I'm gonna find someone to raid. Let's go to the ending screen. Thank you for contributing those points to the Modded World Challenge, Tinkle. At least someone's being nice. Alright, who are we rating? Anyone go live since I looked a couple minutes ago? We're gonna go raid Joe Dugan. This will be the third time this week I think I raided him. Let me get that all set up. He's doing a huge sci-fi build on a Mushroom Island. That's the correct one. Yep. Okay, he's currently in a BRB screen, which he does at the top of the hour, so he should be back in like 5 minutes, it says. But I'm gonna start this raid. Then we'll go over to Joel, and y'all can stay with him if you want. I'm gonna probably raid and run because I need to get breakfast. See if that fixes. I have to keep popping out my chat in order for the raid thing to show up at the top so I can see the timer. Alright, I can raid now. Go say, oh wait, raid message. If you want, that's the raid message. Let me grab it myself because I can't copy Nightbot. Alright, I'm gonna send you over there. Have a good one, everyone.